In the Middle Ages, wedding traditions held profound significance, shaping not only the lives of couples, but also the fabric of society. The wedding night, in particular, was a pivotal moment, symbolizing the union of two families and the continuation of lineage. This period was marked by unique customs that reflected the values and beliefs of the time. For instance, the concept of consummation was not merely a personal affair, it was a public declaration of the marriage's validity, often witnessed by family and friends. Engaging in these rituals was essential, as they reinforced social bonds and community ties. As we delve into the fascinating world of medieval weddings, we'll explore the intriguing practices, from elaborate ceremonies to the role of dowries, that define this era. Join us as we uncover the rich tapestry of customs and societal norms that made wedding traditions in the Middle Ages both unique and enduring, inviting you to appreciate the depth of these historical practices. In medieval society, the wedding night was often regarded as more significant than the wedding celebration itself, serving as a crucial rite of passage for newlyweds. This intimate moment was not just a personal milestone, it carried immense cultural weight, as consummation was seen as the ultimate validation of the marriage. Families faced considerable societal pressure to ensure that this act occurred, as it was essential for securing alliances and continuing family lines. The expectations placed on newlyweds were immense, with relatives and guests often eagerly anticipating confirmation of consummation. This pressure could lead to anxiety for the couple, as their families' reputations and social standing hinged at this intimate moment. The act itself was often shrouded in ritual, with various customs designed to ensure success and propriety. As we explore the cultural significance of the wedding night, we uncover the intricate interplay of personal intimacy and societal expectations that define this pivotal experience in medieval life. In medieval Europe, marriages were frequently arranged by parents, primarily for political alliances or economic gain, rather than romantic love. Families viewed marriage as a strategic tool to enhance their social standing, consolidate wealth, or secure power. The role of dowries was crucial in this transactional nature. Brides were often expected to bring a substantial dowry to the marriage, which served as a form of financial security for the groom and his family. Legal agreements, meticulously crafted, outlined the terms of the union, ensuring that both parties fulfilled their obligations. Unfortunately, this system left little room for personal choice, as young brides and grooms were often mere pawns in their families' ambitions. The expectations placed upon them could lead to feelings of entrapment, as their futures were dictated by the desires of their parents. As we delve deeper into this complex landscape, we uncover the stark realities of love, duty, and the societal structures that shaped marital unions in medieval Europe. The bedding ceremony was a significant ritual in medieval marriages, serving to legitimize the union between a couple. This process typically involved the exchange of vows and promises, often in the presence of family and friends, who acted as witnesses to the commitment being made. The presence of these witnesses was crucial, as their role was to validate the marriage and ensure that both parties adhered to the agreed-upon terms. This public acknowledgement not only reinforced the couple's bond, but also solidified the marriage's legitimacy in the eyes of society. Following the bedding ceremony, societal expectations surrounding consummation loomed large. It was believed that the marriage would only be fully recognized once the couple had engaged in sexual relations, further emphasizing the importance of this intimate act. The pressure to consummate the marriage quickly was palpable, as families and communities closely monitored the newlyweds, eager for confirmation of their union. This ritual underscored the intertwining of personal commitment and societal obligation in medieval marital practices. Newlyweds faced numerous difficulties on their wedding night, often marked by a mix of awkwardness and immense pressure. The expectation to perform intimate acts in front of witnesses could be daunting, as family and friends closely observed the couple's actions, eager for confirmation of consummation. This scrutiny heightened anxiety, making an already intimate moment feel like a public spectacle. The implications of virginity and sexual performance were significant. A couple's ability to consummate the marriage was directly tied to its validity in the eyes of society. Failure to do so could lead to doubts about the marriage's legitimacy, placing additional strain on the newlyweds. Cultural practices surrounding the wedding night further complicated matters, with various rituals designed to ensure success and propriety. These customs often included symbolic gestures or the presence of specific items meant to enhance the experience. As we explore these challenges, we gain insight into the complex interplay of personal intimacy and societal expectations that define the wedding night for medieval couples. Hygiene practices and expectations during medieval times varied significantly, particularly in the context of the wedding night. Before the ceremony, views on cleanliness were often contrasting. While some families emphasized the importance of bathing and personal grooming to prepare for the intimate occasion, others adhered to the belief that excessive washing could be harmful. This divergence in attitudes reflected broader cultural differences in hygiene practices across regions. For instance, in some areas, communal baths were common, while in others, bathing was infrequent and viewed with suspicion. These varied practices had a profound impact on intimacy and relationships, as personal cleanliness or the lack thereof could influence the couple's comfort level during their first night together. The societal expectations surrounding hygiene also added pressure, as couples were often judged based on their adherence to these norms. As we delve into this topic, we uncover how hygiene practices shape not only personal interactions, but also the broader dynamics of relationships in medieval society. In the Middle Ages, beliefs and practices surrounding pregnancy were deeply intertwined with societal views and the risks associated with childbirth. Childbirth was fraught with dangers, and many women faced significant health risks, leading to a pervasive fear surrounding pregnancy. Society often viewed pregnancy as a natural yet perilous condition, with the potential for complications that could endanger both mother and child. The Church played a pivotal role in shaping beliefs about procreation, promoting the idea that childbirth was a divine blessing and a woman's duty. This religious perspective often emphasized the sanctity of motherhood, while also instilling a sense of moral obligation to bear children. However, experiences of childbirth varied greatly based on social class. Wealthier women typically had access to better medical care and midwives, while poorer women often relied on traditional practices and faced higher mortality rates. As we explore these beliefs and practices, we gain insight into the complex interplay of health, religion, and social status that define pregnancy in medieval society. The controversial practice known as the rite of the first night, or jus primi noctis, emerged in medieval Europe, allowing feudal lords to claim the right to bed a bride on her wedding night before her husband. This practice, rooted in the historical context of feudalism, symbolized the lord's power over his vassals and their families, reinforcing social hierarchies and control. The implications for women's rights were profound, as this tradition reduced brides to mere property, stripping them of agency and autonomy in their marital relationships. Societal norms were deeply affected, as the practice perpetuated the notion that women were subject to the whims of powerful men. Legal and moral debates surrounding this tradition were contentious. While some argued it was a customary rite, others condemned it as a violation of personal dignity and human rights. Over time, as societal values evolved, the rite of the first night became increasingly viewed as an archaic and unjust practice, reflecting broader changes in attitudes toward gender and power dynamics in medieval society. I hope you found the details of this story as fascinating and unsettling as I did. You, mysterious, curious, intellectual, disturbed, beautiful people. My name is Penny Flick, with Kreep-ish. I look forward to sharing more of these stories that captivate and intrigue our minds, which can challenge our way of thinking. Comment on your thoughts below as I continue to uncover the mysteries of our history, true crime, paranormal, conspiracy, and cringe-worthy, creepy content. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember that the truth is often stranger than fiction.